It's okay to be racist, as long as you hating on the Caucasians, teaching white kids that their shade's the same as school shooters and rapists. Maybe I'm tripping because the white children have been getting taught that they got white privilege by the white guys in the high heels who identify as the white women. I'm not proud to be white, but I'm fine with it, because I'm not allowed to have pride in it, because the colonizers and the white bigots made white history my business. I ain't never gonna give a damn if you like me. I ain't gonna trip when they stereotype me. I'm a white boy, and a white boy like me knows that all lives matter. Fight me. When I was younger, they taught me to never see color, to treat every man as if he was my brother. But now that we're grown up, we hate one another for all of the ways that we struggle and suffer. They coming for better, we running for cover. The government wants us divided and dumber, addicted and drunk in the gutter, so we never wake up and never recover. Call me culture vulture because I rap good. I don't pop Zans and smoke backwoods, but they call me a wigger and label me Hitler and hate like I'm wearing a Klan hood. It ain't left or right or black or white, it's good and evil. I leave folks hate normal people. United we stand and divided we fall. America, we gotta get real. You were segregated, that was not fair. You were enslaved, they did not care. But you were never on a plantation, and my generation was not there. That's trauma in your DNA, causing what we see today. I pray to God you staying strong. Don't want to see no man in pain. You white folks, I'm embarrassed. Some of y'all are such Karens. That prejudice you inherited was racism from your parents. Get that poison out your veins. Whites and blacks are all the same. They want us in our graves, just let me try to explain. I swear they want us in a race war, dying every day for whose lives matter more. I won't be dying in the race war. Our government is paid for, 'cause our lives matter more. If you born black, you lose. Might as well go get that news. You gon' die before you 25, get shot over your shoes. You gon' get killed by police even when you follow the rules. If you listen to the news, you gon' believe all this is true. I ain't feel no white guilt. They don't ride for me when I'm killed. I guess white lies don't matter, sad, but that's the way that I feel. I feel like they feel like I don't know what they all call me. Cis white male, bigot, racist, he's a Nazi. That's not me. I'm not one of these white liberal commies who think black America needs allies in their army. Your neighborhood's all gated and claim you pro-black, but you faking. Guys are dying on the pavement. All your hashtags won't save them. That ain't gangster. People begging for their life still. I know white people who can't afford to pay their light bill, who might feel like they the ones who losing their life, when the worst thing you could be is not ashamed to be white. White privilege is a system they position for division. If you black, you go to prison. If you white, your life is different. Take some money, race religion, sprinkle in some ammunition, and make everyone believe that the other team is the villain. I ain't pro-black, I ain't pro-white, I'm pro-American. Every color turns up bones one day when you bury them. Whites and blacks are all the same. They want us in our graves. Just let me try to explain. I swear they want us in a race war, dying every day for whose lives.
Hey, what's good, man? What's good? That was Race War by Tom McDonald and Adam Calhoun. I'm sure everybody, for the most part, has heard that thing. At least you should have heard that thing. It's your boy, Captain Kurt, and I'm here with who? The one and only.
It's your boy, Big XL, Riding Dirty Radio, Country Rap Report, and the Duel in the building.
Yes, sir. We got the Duel tonight, right? 6 o'clock?
In about 57 minutes, the Duel will be back. It's Monday. We got a champion. We got a challenger. And, yeah, we're going to clear it up. But we're going to get into this race war, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But before we get into it, I want to say first and foremost, like, I don't like saying little bro because I don't like people feeling like it's some big boy, little, but like you're like my little brother.
Oh, I know,
bro. I am so proud of you and how you stay at it. How your graphics game is stupid, your content is crazy, bro. I am so proud that you are in my small circle of people that I talk to on the phone, and I honestly say I love. I'm proud of you, and I love you and your family, sir.
Hey, I love you too, dog. And you got to have good mentors to be good at what you're doing. So I appreciate you being there for me every step of the way, dog. I really do.
Amen. Amen. Hey, I get, a lot of people might know I get choked up and emotional when I'm passionate. I'm passionate about our relationship and what we've built and I'm passionate about that. But bro,
it's crazy. Actually, I'm glad you brought that up because I want to make something really. This made me think of this. The media essentially has tried to divide me and you apart.
Oh yeah.
And behind the scenes, I'm sure you've had things said to you about me, and I've had things said about you that could definitely be perceived as maybe a racist statement.
Oh, absolutely. I've had someone tell me that you were racist, and I laughed. I'm like, man, I look at this man's sticker every day I go to the bathroom. I like this guy is part of my everyday work life. This is my bro. We've sat down, we've broke bread, and I know his family.
Now, wait a minute. We can't skim past this. The reason this man sits down and takes a dump and looks at my sticker is not because he just puts Captain Kurt stickers up in his bathroom. It's because I blessed the bathroom at a certain department store with a sticker when I roamed through there in Georgia. Somewhere in Georgia, I was getting my groove on and left the sticker, and it just happened to be my dog's job.
But hey, man, this is the thing, and I encourage people. I encourage people. Build real relationships. You can use the internet to parlay it into a really beautiful relationship. We have parlayed an internet relationship into a beautiful relationship. Build real relationships outside this thing we call internet. That way, when people send you stuff or say stuff, you be like, not my dog. Or we can pick up the phone and talk about it. Like you were upset with me a week ago, and instead of making a video about me, you picked up the phone and hollered at me. And I was like, no, it wasn't like that. And we went on by it, kept talking like every day was every day. You know, you said what you said, didn't bother me. I said what you said what I said. It was a little misunderstanding. And hey, it didn't even put a scratch, not even a scratch on our relationship.
Not even it probably solidified it more because I knew, hey, I could call my dog, tell him how I feel, and he's not going to take it personal, which I already knew that anyway. But the more you do that, the more you get comfortable with somebody. And I think that's dope, especially talking about what we're talking about, because, you know, the media, I didn't know you outside of the internet. I met you through the internet, right? And we become friends outside of the internet. But I think the problem nowadays is the internet and social media is so saturated with racism or a political drive. There's some sort of message that is a negative message, regardless of what you might believe in. We were able to prevent that and become friends, and I think that's powerful.
Man, that's extremely powerful. And what's even more powerful about it is something that I definitely want to get into. Me and you have both remained who we are. You're Kurt, I'm Vic. You're not talking to me, acting like you're this cool, what up, dude? What up, bros? And I'm not talking to you like, what up? No, you are Kurt. I am Vic. We are the same 100% of the time.
Right.
Same 100% of the time. And that's the important thing, being able to stay true to who you are. Like, again, I tell people all the time, I'm the same in real life as on the internet. I'm probably nicer on the internet than I am in real life.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I think you have more of a you allow your personality to shine through a little bit harder in real life, because I know that you can't be. I mean, you could be real on the internet, but sometimes what people think they know, they're just gonna take a single message and take it and twist it, and it's not who you are. So I respect that. Like you can't say, oh man, I hate cats on the internet, because somebody's going to say, this guy don't like cats. He's a cat hater. He doesn't. And then it becomes a problem, all because you left your opinion on the internet. So I respect that. But one thing you did say that caught my attention is you talked about how you never change no matter where you're around. And I think that's important. But I also believe that I grew up in the ghetto, but I hung out in the suburbs. I hung out in the ghettos. I could really go anywhere, and I still can. I can leave my home and show up in Memphis, Tennessee, and Montgomery, Alabama, Birmingham, and be welcome. Maybe not immediately, but I don't go in there saying, oh where is my Don Perrier water? You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of adapt to my environment, and I understand where I'm at, and that's important to me, because that's judgment that I'm using. I'm not judging the person because of their color or their living area, that I like them or I don't like them. I'm judging them on the like conversation. You're not going into the ghettos talking about home security systems. Most people got their home security system, right? You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's weird. I think we all have to have some sort of judgment, Vic.
Yeah. Let me say this. We have to, and with this topic, race war,
right?
We have to learn to judge each other's character over each other's color.
Right.
Let your character shine over your color. And a lot of times, unfortunately, because the media whitewashes us, and makes us. All right, let me rewind. So for me, my wife is Hispanic. She's from Mexico, right? So when we first got married, a lot of a lot of them a lot of them only knew dealing with African Americans through what they've seen on television. So the stereotypes were on the forefront.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
100%.
black washes. We're gonna go black washes, white washes. I'm gonna go back and forth.
Yeah, you got the whole black TV shows versus the white TV shows growing up. Trust me, I know. I used to watch Family Matters, and then I used to watch Roseanne, and then I used to watch Saved by the Bell, and then I used to watch Fresh Prince. Like you could see that they were that, and you could take that as relatability, or you could take that as whitewashing and blackwashing. I kind of look at it as a relatability thing, but I think power and money and greed overtook the relatability part of it.
Yeah. So this is one of the things, and I said to you off air, and with this, why I feel like this record is so impactful and could be a major bridge in race relationships. So a lot of us, all right, I'm gonna go to Adam's verse when he talks about dying at 25 and a lot of those things. So coming up, and again, I'm gonna say in a Black American household, because like I told you on the phone, we are the only country that subtitles the people in our country,
right?
Like African American,
right? You put that American after it, yeah. Native American,
yeah,
German American, Jewish American, yeah.
So growing up in my household or growing up in my community, there were certain things that were taught to us, and we tend to carry that through our whole life. So it became a word called white privilege. Right. So a lot of blacks would feel like whites have certain privilege. Now, the only reason that came about or said is because they see how sometimes the treatment can be different. And a lot of times those things are carried on through generation and generation and generation. And nobody steps up to change it.
Okay, but hold on. But I used to argue this all the time. And this was the divide, bro. This is a perfect example of an honest divide. Like what you just said right there makes my skin crawl. My skin starts lifting up off of me. And I'm going to tell you why. I sat in front of a lot of judges. I sat in a lot of holding tanks with black dudes, predominantly black dudes. There was a lot of black dudes in the jail that I was in. There was a lot of white dudes like myself, tatted up, from the city, right? We were city boys. We were running around. We all got the same charges. I watched other white boys roam in there with no tattoos, with a nice, clean, beautiful haircut. And I watched the judge give them probation. Meanwhile, me and homeboys that we're gone. Hey, there ain't no probation options. Why is that? So is that cultural appropriation? Like, because I was in that cultural of the ghettos and the black folks that I was immediately segregated into a pocket?
Yes, but more so cultural, it's financial. It's fine because you look poor.
Right.
This is the truth. A poor Caucasian story is very similar to a poor African American story. Like right. you don't see Michael Jordan children talking about what's going on in the hood because they don't understand that.
They never been to the hood. They drove through in a car. Yeah, you're right.
That's the thing. And I got a shout. We said we weren't gonna talk about the chat, but shout out Coco. I gotta shout my brother out. And me and Coco talk about this all the time. See, the media and the
we can come. If you see something in the chat, we could talk about it. I just in the beginning, I wanted people to understand that we're coming in this talking about this race war thing, and we're talking about it as a white dude and a black dude on the internet, friends in real life, friends on the internet. Like the shit that this internet stuff that goes on, bro. It's so easy to spot. But if you are a white dude or you are a black dude that doesn't go around white folks or doesn't go around black folks, you're not going to understand that we actually love one another. Right. I think the divide is important to keep control of America. I think if we're all together, kumbaya and holding hands and rapping and hip hopping, you wouldn't have a country rap chart that would be a successful number, and you wouldn't have a hip hop chart, because now country folks like hip hop. Hip hop dudes like country, so your statistics of your rap charts aren't going to work. You're going to have, like, what Jelly Roll's doing is badass, because you got a bunch of rap fans yeehawing and riding, right? Whoa, yeah. And you know what I'm saying? Or you got gangsters with face tattoos standing outside waiting to go to country concerts. That's helping that divide, bro.
Absolutely. You see someone like Jelly Roll, who just last night I think was in Memphis. I'm not sure where he was at, but he brought 3-6 Mafia on stage.
Yeah.
So see, that's the thing.
No, he toured with them, bro. He took them on the California West Coast part of his tour, and then when he comes to Florida, he's got Struggle and somebody else with him.
See, that's the dope thing about music. And even in music now, they're somewhat allowing the racism to come in music, because like country rappers feel like they ain't supposed to be on the hip hop side, or hip hoppers don't supposed to be on the country rap side. So they're low key even letting it come in here. So hip hop brought us together. Lil Wayne, a Jelly Roll. We all love what we love. So all of a sudden, we're gonna throw this thing out there, call it country rap. So we're gonna put the white guys in the country rap category, and then the black guys are gonna be in the hip hop category, and boom, this thing that brought us together is divided again. Instead of us saying this is just good music, I like who I like, regardless of their color, their story is relatable to mine, we'll say, no, that song's dope, but he ain't black. Like,
I heard that the other night, dog. I heard that exactly from a black dude in California, exactly what you said. And there's no way. Bitch, I'm out on bond right now. Burden snaps on that, right? I come home from work. I go to take a shower. I say, okay, I send this dude a little $5 cash app for his independent underground hip hop reviews that he's doing. He's playing a bunch of, you can't even understand it. It sounds like they're drunk on codeine, but I'm still entertaining it. I'm trying to find a pocket of music. I'm paying attention to the type of music you listen to. I ain't about to send him up Church Holler Boys, because that would be pointless. So I send him Burden out on bond. About 10, 15 songs later, he finally plays it. He sees my white ass name, and I noticed this. I didn't say it, but he's seen my name in the email, and he just kept dancing around it. So I just like, maybe he's got his boys in there. Well, then next up, he puts a song on, bro. He hits play. He skips all past the front. He goes right to a part of the verse, listens to about 45 seconds of it, maybe. He's bobbing his head. I'm like, yo, this dude likes it. He says, yo, this would be dope if this dude was black, and shuts it off. And I'm like, I thought I was living in the Matrix, bro. And I went back to go screen record it when I got out of the shower, and he had shut the stream off and it was gone. He was like one of them guys that just dirty deletes everything that happened. How is that a promotion, one? And how are you going to say Burden would sound good if he was black, bro? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
So, and I agree. So for me, that actually was one of the things that was part of the allure to country rap for me.
Right.
Because me being in the hip hop clubs, I remember Ritz. I don't know how many people in the chat are you familiar with Ritz.
Oh yeah.
Bro, I used to do an open mic. Atlanta, Georgia knows me for doing open mics throughout the city. I always will have a night where I let artists come perform. Ritz used to come to my open mic and kill it, bro. But they wouldn't respect Ritz, because Ritz would be the only white guy in the club with this big red afro.
Yep.
And eventually Tech Nine took
over.
chance with him and took him on tour, and Ritz is what Ritz is. But I've always felt like that Caucasian rappers don't get their just due because of their color. And I never thought that was fair.
Bro, look at Doobie. It's Doobie. That dude kills it, bro. I listen to a lot of Doobie, and Doobie is a rapper, but he takes that like country kind of mesh with music and just shoves hip hop in it, bro. He talks about doing cocaine off strippers' cracks. I mean, he's hip hop in it. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. Now, this is my thing, bro. And I wish we would use the music like hip hop country rap. We're gonna hip hop, whatever. It's cool. I ain't mad that there's a divide. I'm not mad that there's a divide if we keep the divide about substance as opposed to color.
There's supposed to be a divide, Vic. If I'm not going to listen to the same hip hop music that the dude down the road riding with his chopper and his 24-inch rims and his, you know what I'm saying? That my hip hop ain't that no more. It used to be. You know what I'm saying? I used to be in the passenger seat, man, bumping Boosie with him. Now I don't mind Boosie's craft. Am I going to listen to it on the way to pick my daughter up from school? Maybe. Am I going to listen to it when I pick her up? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to understand that there has to be a divide and everything. But I think people take that divide, the good and evil thing that we can't see. You can't see evil, bro. And that's what it is. Right. There's evil that exists in these folks, and they see the opportunity for a divide, and they see the value of it. That it's very valuable to divide.
Hate is very profitable.
Yes.
Death is very profitable. Let me talk about something that to me was a big divide, and I felt like it shouldn't have been about that. So the situation that went on in Alabama a few weeks ago, about a month ago, you remember the situation about the gentleman being attacked, and then the people came and helped. Did you see that situation? About the chair. They hit the guy.
Oh yeah. Okay. I don't know. I seen it. That type of stuff. I just keep going.
Okay, so the situation in Alabama, there was an African American gentleman. He was telling these Caucasian gentlemen, don't park their boat on the dock. And for whatever reason, one of the drunk white guys just stole on him. Right now. For whatever reason, that guy threw his hat up, and when he threw his hat up, every black person within a mile of his hat came and jumped on these 3 or 4 white people.
Yeah.
I don't really think that was about race. I think that was about people
community
in a community.
It's a community.
But last week or week before last, there was a mass shooting, and a white guy went into a Dollar General and shot 3 black people. And in his note, he said that was for Alabama. And I'm like, see, we turn these situations into race situations.
It shouldn't even be on that shouldn't even be on the news. That don't even belong on the news, bro.
You're right.
It doesn't belong on the news. If it's a racial thing, that somebody is going to take that personal. Somebody is sitting at home with emotion and love in their heart, and they're going to look at that shit and they're going to go, you would do that to my brother? And they're going to fucking run outside and riot on the streets. That's why I understand it a little bit. Like, I can't understand burning a business down because I just don't understand that.
I don't either.
But look, at the end of the day, I don't understand another motherfucker's heart and passion for it. I can't say it's not right for me. I don't agree with it, but I don't know. I don't live that man's life. But saying what you're saying and understanding it like that, like, damn. Like, if it's a community, you come fucking mess with Vic, I'm gonna go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it starts to put tension on everybody else, and then it just becomes a race thing. That's why. Oh, you just sticking up for him because he's a wigger. That's what it would be coming.
It's easy. It's easy for people. Okay, like, say for instance, shout out to my guy Chief. Chief just jumped in.
Yeah.
It's easy for people to see Chief and see what he's part of and his friends, and they'll call Chief a sellout. They don't know Chief's heart. They don't know nothing about Chief.
Hold on.
Raised his family.
Hold on. I met Chief without knowing who Chief was. I met Chief, me going to Hard Target and them show. I didn't know anything about no Chief. I had no clue who Chief was. Dude, Chief kicked with me at the hot dog stand. Chief had his kids around me. My kids were out there. He was conversating with me, making me feel welcome in a place that I was foreign at. You know what I'm saying? I had no idea that he was friends with anybody. I seen that Trailer Made t-shirt on, that Trailer Made shit on his back. You know what I'm saying? And that was what I was there to support. So I looked at him as family. It wasn't a black thing. It wasn't a white thing. He didn't show me any shade. I didn't show him any shade. We both probably had our guard up a little bit because we're folks from the internet that don't know one another. But at the end of the day, bro, people can't judge people based off that shit no more. It used to be a thing. I ain't gonna lie to you. At some point in history, it was a thing, but it's eventually, bro, because we intermingle so much, race won't even be a thing in 150 years. You won't even be able to classify it.
I agree. And yes, because now Like I grew up in an era that you rarely seen biracial children, where now I can't go anywhere. I can't go anywhere without seeing kids of different races. So eventually, yes, um, you know, racism shouldn't be a thing. We've come so far that it's minute. But again, I feel like the system, the government, whatever you want to call it, they are more powerful when we hate each other. And the hate for racists generally hate, it's the people that make 40,000 and less.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the people who make 40,000 and less.
That's what it is, bro. That's what it is. That's what I was just gonna say. If you take a whole white ghetto, let's say we'll take a whole trailer park, and you drop them off in the suburbs and give them a couple houses around there. Watch what happens, right? You take a whole entire ghetto of black folks and you move them in. It's the same thing. We're still living in our fucking trailer parks. Now we're leaving shit in the front yard. You know what I mean? It's a different class of people. That's the divide. It's the different classes of people, the people that believe you should put napkins. Like, remember when you were growing up and your parents wanted you to put the fucking napkin on your shirt and keep your elbows off the table and shit. And they were trying to teach you that, even though they didn't do that shit. That was when this all started. That was the divide of people, because look at now, you sit up posture, hold your posture straight. You ain't doing that in the ghetto, motherfuckers. Hey, what's good, dog? Now you take that same dude and put him at a dinner in a classy restaurant. What is everybody going to do? What are they going to judge him?
They're going to judge him. And it comes from our circumstances. You know what I'm saying? It comes like they say a lot of times when people get money, they don't know how to act. Well, they don't know how to act because they haven't been taught. You know,
they haven't had money. They haven't had money.
Let me tell you something that I feel like if we want to change things for the next generation, and a lot of people might not agree with me, but in schools, children are taught about slavery, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that should be completely taken out of history books. I don't care that's part of history, because we're teaching children. All right, so say a kid is in 3rd grade.
Yep.
A black kid learns about slavery, a white kid learns about slavery, and all of a sudden they're looking at each other confused as hell, because all they know is they play on the playground together, they go get ice cream together, that's their little friend. They go eat bot-bots together. They eat bot-bots together. But now they see these images in books,
and
they're going home asking their parents, and their parents are explaining the best they can. And it's hard to explain love when
you get that one toxic uncle, bro, that you come home and you start saying, well, my like, you know, I'll be real with you. I've explained it when I was younger to certain maybe friends of the family. Hey, Martin Luther King, man, he did a lot of great things. Oh man, fuck, you know, boom. It was immediately, he was a problem, right? Why? So that was generational. That wasn't in my DNA. That was imprinted on me from generational racism. It was transferred from something in a time that I didn't exist in, right?
Right.
Absolutely. But that happens everywhere. Yeah, you can't stop that. So you're right. Take it out of schools. Let the parents teach. If you want to teach your child to be racist, teach your child to be racist. Don't allow the schools to portray an image in their mind that they don't fully understand. Especially like you say, eating bot-bots. I don't even know what the hell the bot-bot is on the playground. But you're right, bro. Like I had a friend, Jacoby, that me and Jacoby were great friends. And I watched, dude, I was probably in 3rd grade. And I watched when all that racism stuff started getting presented in school. And I watched a lot of what the parents started doing and looking at us like. And it was uncomfortable, dude. It was uncomfortable. And it made a tension that should have never existed. And I'm sure Jacoby felt it, but we never really talked about shit like that, bro. We were just friends. You know what I mean? You're right.
You know, it's like at the end of the day, like you're my friend.
Yeah.
Coco's my friend. I super respect Wisco. I rock with Kenny. And y'all are not my white friends. Y'all are just my friends. You know what I'm saying? Like Chief is not my black friend. I just have people that I love and respect. And I think we should okay, I'm older than most of the people in the chat.
Right.
But we are the generation that got to start pushing this stuff down, man, because we are literally intelligence. We have to defeat ignorance.
Yeah.
Like when things happen that are wrong, if you are a black guy and you see black guys jumping on white guys, that's wrong.
So you think so? Races should be. I'm racist essentially to people that are toxic. Like I don't want to be a fuck around you, dude. I look at you, I want to judge you. That's a racist thing, right?
Yeah, but it ain't a toxic. Ain't a race. That's a trait.
Okay, but that trait, I've already said this, bro. Racism, the word, shouldn't even exist. It's evil. That's what it is. It's disrespect. It's disrespect. If you just take racism and you boil it down to it's disrespect. Like it ain't a black versus white. It ain't. At the end of the day, I could be fat and mixed and be disrespectful to a skinny white dude, and that now could be looked at as, oh, I'm the way that the world is going. Anybody can identify as whatever the fuck they want. So how do I know that you don't identify as one side of your race? And now I'm pissed off at you because, like, dude, it's fucking crazy, Vic, to be honest with you.
Man,
again, like, how can you judge that shit, bro?
You shouldn't. When you go to a restaurant and you look across from you and you see somebody of opposite color, they got kids like you got kids. Y'all objective is the same. Get in this restaurant, get good service. Hopefully my kid don't make a goddamn mess. And hopefully they don't order too much stuff I can't afford, and enjoy a good time with my family. You know what? Most of us objective in life is the same. As parents, we want our kids to have a better life than us. And you know what? We can have a better society by working together. Bro, me and you bounce ideas off each other about topics, about reactions. You've made me a better YouTuber. Hopefully I made you a better YouTuber. We've done it without color.
And but I think that's happening, bro. I think that as America, we're thriving right now in this topic. I think we're not in this race war. Like, I get why Tom and Adam made this track, because I step back and look at Atlanta. Look at Atlanta and think about the people in the clubs. It's not all black folks, bro. I've never seen so many white women in their 40s shaking their ass to Boosie on the internet. I've never thought that was going to be a possibility, bro. Did you? Did you think you were going to see chicks shaking their ass to Boosie? You got northern women popping it to Nas. They're like, go watch Magic 3, baby. And I mean, come on, dude. So you mean to tell me back when I was growing up and you had adults throwing Tupac stuff away because we don't listen to that shit? That ain't our stuff. That's not we don't live around there. That's not our type of lifestyle. To now, everything is shaking ass. And I mean, it ain't a bad thing. It's sexist, I guess, but that's a different topic. But yo, it blows my mind, dog. It's crazy. We're coming further than ever. And now it's a topic that we're all fighting against each other. Nah, I don't believe that.
So let me tell you one thing, like in the black community, that is overused. Overused. Anytime, a lot of times, if there's a like say for instance, Kirk don't like me, right?
Right.
The first thing, I won't say Kirk don't like me because I stole something from him, or Kirk don't like me because I made a video about him. It's easier for me to say Kirk don't like me because he's racist. Right. Now, a lot of times, and I'm gonna say this, in my community, we play the race card because we don't want to hear it, and it's just easy. Instead of
over and done. Yeah, it's no argument. Yeah, you can't argue that.
Instead of trying to understand, we'll just throw it over here. It's because we're different colors.
Right.
And I think, going back to our initial conversation, how me and you had that conversation last week, I think if people picked up the phone, talked to each other without emotion, I gotta say, like Kenny, bro, I would call Kenny on a ball of fire. Nothing but emotion. And I gotta
Kenny's my dog. Kenny's my dog. No, man, Kenny, we all make mistakes, bro. Like, I think people are so sensitive. I think I hope nobody takes this the wrong way, but the pussification of a person is so real, dude, that you think of all your mama jokes a motherfucker said about you on the ball field. You know what I mean? Whether it be basketball, baseball, man, I was manhunting with kids talking shit all through the woods. You ain't finding me. You know what I'm saying? Those are my boys, bro. Like that's what And that's why I like Adam Calhoun, because Adam Calhoun's like, motherfucker, I'm going to punch you in the face and we're going to sit down and we're going to talk about it. And when he said that shit the other day about it, I'll make music with a motherfucker that'll run a mile with me, that'll go to the gym with me, that I can really make sure it's a man and they're going to really be what they stand on. Like that, we should take pride in that shit again. That's where racism can affect people, because if you hold shit so tight, Vic, like that's why we're all right. That's why we don't have that racial tension, because we take pride in ourselves, in our understanding of life for us, that we don't allow this other shit to infiltrate our beliefs. We stand on that. That's important, dude.
I think when it comes to the integrity of a man, you have to stand on your morals and principles, and they got to be rooted in a good place. Like you got to want to see your brother better. Like I want to see my brothers better. Like I want, like bro, the type of person I want to be an impact on people's lives, and I want to have impactful friends. You know what I'm saying? When I don't hear, like, if I see you going through something online, I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
I see Kenny going through something online, I feel that. Chief,
every time something happens in Georgia, what do you get a text from?
You hit me up, bro. You hit me up, and the first time you ever did it, I thought, man, Kurt's crazy. Like that shit's so far away from me. But then you kept doing it. I'm like, man, this the homie. That man don't care if a tornado was 2 hours away. He see Georgia. He find my number. He check in on me and my family. And I love that about you, bro. And like, that's what it's about. That's what these communities that you, me, people like Kenny, Chief, that's what these communities are about. Like, we are the change. We are the stoppers of the race war that the people will profit off of. Can you imagine if there's a race war, how many caskets they are going to sell?
Tons. That's what they want to sell. Listen what he said. And it's Boosie. He says in the song, he says, if you make it to C25, Ninja, you're an OG. You can replace Ninja. You know what I'm saying, right? So that right there is embedded in black kids, right? In kids in the ghettos. It's white kids that say that too, dude. White kids that grew up in the ghettos, that hung around with nothing but brothers and sisters. Like they only knew that too, bro. So if it's embedded in your mind, that's why he said go get the heater, because now you got the fire, bro. You're only making it to 25. You better live while you can. YOLO, pop, pop. Now you're in jail. Now the incarceration level. That's why you see kids in the ghetto communities constantly getting arrested, constantly fighting the system. You know what I mean? It's taught. That's taught to them.
See, what people don't understand, prisons are made up of poor people. And for every prisoner in the state of Georgia, the government gets $30,000. So most prisoners are worth more in jail than they are to their families, because they might not make but 25.
You know, it costs 43 cents to feed an inmate, right? Per inmate. It costs $1.37. They pay $1.37 per dog, like per canine. So that'll tell you that they are turning. How much money do you say they get in Georgia?
$30,000 per inmate.
There you go. And it costs them 43 cents a day to feed them,
bro. So it benefits the government to lock poor people up, to make us fight, to make us do stupid shit. We have to teach. Like my mom used to tell me, each one teach one. We have to teach each other to be better. And when we're not doing good, see, on the internet, I watch a lot of people do BS, right?
Right.
And because we're cool with them, we just rock out. No, bro, I ain't gonna lie, and I'm not gonna call his name because I don't want to perpetuate no BS. Right. I just called one of my partners last night and said, bro, you've been doing this shit too long. You gotta stop. Right. You got to stop, because you are dividing the community. Stop.
100%.
Stop, bro. Now, and he was like, you know what, bro? I got caught up in my emotions and my feelings, and you're right. Bro, we got to use our platforms for good. You know, the world tells us we can't get clicks and views unless we're beefing or talking shit. Well, I'm here. I'd rather have low clicks and views, but my family's safe. I'd rather have low clicks and views than not be going to war with people. That's me, because I like peace. You know what I'm saying? And I like my friends to have peace.
Yeah, but I don't think it's see, this is the thing, dude. I believe that okay, so today's a perfect example. When I pulled up at my daughter's school to pick her up, me and my wife were in the car, and she was sitting there with two twin little black girls having the time of her life on that bench, right? And I looked at it and I was proud, but at the same time, I questioned, like, when in a child does it change that they now become racist to something, right? What changes it? If it's not the parents and it's not the people that they are around on a regular basis, it's got to be the media. So if it's the media, it's not for numbers for us. Like, it might look great to run your numbers up one day because you're pissed off on a racist rant. That's not for you. That's to spread the divide in the rest of the folks. That's why they shut down Race War as a song on YouTube, because they don't want people in the black community to see that white folks understand them. They don't want to hear that. They don't want that, because then black folks and white folks stop fighting. So my numbers might be great because I'm a TikToker that fights with you and I'm making tons of money, but I'm also getting a lot of motherfuckers arrested for the system because they're passionate about their race. That's where I see it. It all trickles back to the dollar bill, bro. It really trickles back. It ain't about numbers. They want the numbers for the fighters. They want people to be like the Black Panthers and that whole organization. They twisted that, I believe, and made it more of a racial organization, right? In order for more people to want to get behind that racial organization, just like they did the motorcycle clubs. I mean, it exists everywhere, bro. It's evil. You can't remove evil from everything. That's why it's something you can't see.
Absolutely. Just like, we're going, because I'm looking at the time.
Yeah.
Like with the Black Panthers, you mentioned the Black Panthers. A lot of people, especially Caucasians, were taught that the Black Panthers hated white people, right? Okay. Right. And I'm not gonna go against that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go against that.
I agree. But because it works both ways, bro. There was racism in motorcycle clubs. Yeah, you're right. Go ahead.
But let me say this: the Black Panthers were funded by the government, so you have the government funding a group of people that hate white people. They feed into our hate, man.
Wasn't Tupac's mom a part of the Black Panthers?
Yes.
And look at how much Tupac tried to bring everybody together, bro. He was on the front lines when the Bloods and the Crips were shaking hands, bro. He was like, no, let's stop this racial and let's stop this shit, dude.
Bro, imagine, and I encourage everyone, take a moment to go listen to this record. And especially, they speak so many things that black people are not going to hear because they're not going to listen to this record. Right. Black people are not going to listen to this record, but there are so many truths in this record. Like some of the stuff Adam is saying, I'm like, dang, bro, like who you talking to? Who are you talking to?
He grew up in Chicago. He grew up in Chicago in the ghettos, bro. He's been around. He's probably got homies that have. That's how I get it. That's why I understand it.
So again, man, I strongly encourage everybody. Check out the record Race War. It's a great springboard. The record, like, people see the name and they think it's something bad, probably. But if you listen to it, it's a bridge. It's a bridge that we all can walk over to figure out how to work together, man. Our goal is the same. Be good people. Just be a good person. Be a good person. Hey, Chief, man, you can get into it.
Hey, either that or we can go round 2 next Monday and Chief can do it again with us if you want to do it again.
Or you and Chief can do it. However, because Chief might even have a slightly different perspective than mine. I feel like that, we can use this to learn. Let's just not let the music entertain us. All of us will say how music changed our lives. Well, let's let the music change our life for better. And let's not see the color of the skin of a person making the music. And let's see if this music is relatable to our life and making us good people. Just be a good person, man.
But check this out, bro. I bet you the feeling that this song gave you was very similar to the feeling it gave me, because we both love people. We're both passionate about people and their own opinions and their own feelings and their own thoughts. And we respect people, right? So when we hear this song, it makes us feel like, man, maybe there's a chance that bond will get stronger. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gives us hope. That's how music kind of changes me. Like, it makes me believe, like, I was kind of against Tom in the beginning. I'll be real with you. But I think he's just so passionate about this shit that he's just so quick. And sometimes you miss a lot of the message because you got to look past the political and the bullshit that the government has put in front of our face to believe, dude.
Oh, I want to ask a question. I want to ask a question real quick. Because I just seen somebody else in the chat, and so Wisco just mentioned the conversation, right?
Right.
Chief just mentioned the conversation, right?
Right.
So can we do a part 2 Friday? Oh, you work on Fridays. You work Fridays. I wanted to do a part 2.
Unless we do it like Friday. Yeah. No, I work Fridays. We could though. We could do it. Man, we could do it Saturday.
What time?
Whenever. I don't work Saturdays. Whenever you want. Whenever. I'll get with Wisco. I got Wisco's number. I'll get with Chief. You tell me a time, and I'm good.
Hey, bro, let's no holds barred. Let the clock run. Turn the clock off and talk Saturday about this subject, bro. Because I'm looking at the people in the chat, and I think this is an effective, productive conversation. That 45 minutes ain't enough.
Yeah. Hey, and you know what's crazy, bro, is I think this type of topic is super important because I believe that a lot of people have these same thoughts. They just really don't have a way to vocalize their thoughts and feel like there's other people that have, because dude, I've been around racist people on both sides of the fence, dog. Like I've been around racist white folks, racist black folks, racist people, right? And sometimes I think people lose track of the thought that we all got a story, right? We all got a history, and it's okay that maybe you were around racism in your life. That doesn't mean that that's what you believed in, right? I think that's the problem too, is it's just everywhere, Vic.
Hey, bro. Kurt, again, man, totally. Can I say some things real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. No, go.
Everybody, Monday through Thursday, 6 p.m., we do the duel. It's a daily song battle. It's not about country rap. It's not about hip hop. It's about independent artists who got music, who want to compete with their one song to win a prize package that my guy, the great Captain Kirk, have so generous contributed to the prize package pot. So if y'all can, it's going down to 6, the duel. Support Captain Kirk, support Kenny, support the Country Rap Report, support everybody that support this movement of unity. Now, if you don't want to be part of the movement of unity, that's okay too. Do your thing.
Right.
But hate from the sideline, because I ain't got no hate for you.
Yeah, who you got tonight? Stone Miller, right? Stone Miller
against a gentleman from New York named Mike Massive. He has kind of a reggaeton flavor. We're gonna see what it do.
Hey, you gotta one of the mods drop the link to the live because he's going live in 14 minutes. So yeah, man, I appreciate you coming up, Vic. Hey, and let's do this more often, dog.
Hey, Kurt, you know me and you can talk music all day, but I want me and you to talk life, stuff me. See, y'all don't know the conversations me and Captain Kirk have that don't come to the internet. No. That be the content.
Yeah, it is, bro. And it's not, and I hope nobody takes it as like, bro, me and Vic don't even really talk about folks like that. Like we might say, oh, did you see what so-and-so post? But I don't give a fuck. We already have an idea for our conversation before the phone hits, and it really has nothing to do with the internet a lot of the times.
Yeah, Kirk would teach me how to do shit. I'm just saying,
green screening. We're doing. Yes. We're figuring out. Yes. Like, bro, it's different. Like that. Take care of your folks. Like, appreciate your folks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know. And Vic, you know what you said about how you thought it was weird when I asked you, right? That's that divide, bro. That's the divide. You might have not have known it, but subconsciously, you're like, man, what the fuck does this dude from the internet want to know about? You know what I'm saying? That's the divide, but that's okay. That's an okay divide. I think people can't look past that. I think people put stigmas.
But think about it. When you first called me, or maybe I called you first. I don't know who called who first. But bro, I was right there with you. I was like, bro, I'm gonna help this guy because this guy, I seen you in the chat. I don't even know how we met. I just said, This is a good dude.
It was the media shit, bro. You wanted more country rap media, and you seen that I had an interest in it, and I started reacting, and you reached out to me, and you're like, bro, here's some tips. Do this, try this, work on that. And that was the friendship right there, dude. So now when somebody's doing some stupid shit at Walmart and somebody got shot, I'm like, damn, I hope my dog wasn't getting some stuff to make tacos with his wife and somebody done pop my dog. I'm gonna have to start driving to Georgia. So I check up, you know.
I ain't gonna lie, bro, because I have created so many dope relationships.
Yeah.
I don't want nothing to happen to any of y'all. I don't want nothing to happen to any of y'all because y'all are, you can say internet fam, you can say whatever, but y'all are my friends. And that means a lot. And I've said it before when me and Kirk have talked on lives. I'm going to say it again. Don't ever send me nothing that Kirk said if you don't want him to know, because I'm promising you, I'm going to call him and tell him you said it. I'm going to tell on you. So don't send me no damn links saying Kirk talking about you. I'm going to tell him you said it.
Just send it to me and I'll tell Vic. Yeah, just send it to me and I'll show him, because he's going to send me the same link that you sent to him, and we're going to talk about it regardless. Because at the end of the day, there's plenty of things that me and Vic don't agree on, but one thing is for sure is that's my dog, bro, and it don't matter.
We agree on our friendship.
Yeah, that's what we agree on.
Because it's been a crazy week, so I want to say this. And don't nobody send me nothing about Kenny, because that's my dog too. Kenny know I will call him and be yelling like hell, but Kenny is my dog. So don't send me nothing that my dog say about me, because we gonna talk. We gonna talk and we gonna be cool. If they my dogs, they gonna pick up the phone and we gonna talk it. They might say, Vic, you tripping. I might say, Kurt, I'm tripping, man. I'm I've been drinking or whatever, man. Listen.
Bro, that shit's healthy, dog. People don't understand it's healthy to have people that are pissed off at you all the time. I don't care what anybody says. I didn't get nowhere in life with everybody liking me. You don't get anywhere in life. You got a bunch of yes men walking behind you. It don't fucking matter. I got people that hate me, that talk shit on me for 6 months, that can agree, yeah, he's an all right dude, but fuck him sometimes, right? That's how you should be in life. That's how I feel like I might piss Vic off every now and then, but at the end of the day, he goes, damn, like the whole fucking thing with the twerking at the hoedown, maybe that irritated you, right? Because it might have. I might have said some shit I shouldn't have said, and I think about that shit all the time.
Look, I'm going to say this.
I love you, dog. Yeah.
I'm going to say this and I'm gone. Someone made a diss record, and me and Kurt couldn't figure out at first who he was dissing. You remember that, Kurt?
Oh,
you called me. I think he's talking about you. I said, no, I think he's talking about you.
Yeah.
But we just laughed it off.
Yeah. I think they took both of us and made it about both of us without trying to make it about both of us, and then made it about one of. Like, I think it was just,
it don't matter.
No, I don't. But it was funny, bro, because at the end of the day, it's like all the attention that you had come from somewhere, and it wasn't what you were doing. It was somebody else and the folks you were talking shit about. Like, yeah, that could be a conversation, and that should be a conversation at some point. But I want to make sure that the squirrel is ran over a few times and really can't come back and say shit anymore. So that's what we'll work on. But hey, go run your show. I'll say goodbye to the chat because I don't want them to feel left out.
Real quick, I love you guys. I appreciate all you guys for checking out people like me and Kirk, just common dudes with jobs. I appreciate y'all taking time listening to us talk about whatever we talk about. If we've impacted your life in any manner, I appreciate that. Kurt appreciates that. My family appreciates that, because now I'm not getting on their goddamn nerves so much. Man, y'all continue to run Kirk's numbers up. If y'all like watching mine, you can run my numbers up. If not, run Kirk's up. If you don't watch me, run Kirk's up. At least my boy winning. Or run Kenny's up. As long as somebody I'm cool with is winning, I ain't mad at all. All right?
Facts.
Appreciate you, Kirk.
Much love, dog. I'll talk to you.
All right.
That was fun, y'all. Listen, the thing about, I got you, dog. Hold on. There you go. Hey, the thing about this YouTube shit that's important to me is relationships for the music. At the end of the day, if you don't like me, at least like some of the shit I'm asking you to listen to. You know what I'm saying? Try to listen to it for that. Hate listen to it. Get mad as hell at me and just listen to all the shit I like because you're mad at me. I think relationships on YouTube, good and bad, are healthy. I think understanding different cultures of people and different demographics. Like, I love finding the foreign people in the chat. I seen Mel was in here. I know Claire's from another country. I like listening to those people's opinions. I've seen Australian people, Scottish people. We got Kenny Reacts in here. He's from the north, right? I got northern opinions. We got Jennifer. I don't know where she's from, but you know what I mean? All these different opinions matter. When you guys are pissed off and angry about a situation, and I might not see it the way that you see it, it's healthy for me to look at your opinion and go, huh, British Bulldog's got some valid points of somebody from the outside looking in that might have lived like, okay, here's an example. If I live in the ghetto, right, and I'm punching folks in the head, right, and I get arrested and I go to jail, I live in that environment. The people in that environment understand what happened in the situation. Those should be the only people that should have a valid opinion on it. Everybody else, it's like, oh my God, why would you beat that dude? Why would you? Well, this dude was just fucking somebody up out front. You know what I'm saying? He was causing havoc for the last 6 months and the cops couldn't catch him. That's what having an understanding of different cultures and different races and different politics. What's up, Triple T? Ski Mask Cowboy, what's up, dog? Love you too, homie. That's another one, bro. Like this music community, if you look past all the bullshit and all the drama that's all over the internet and all the nonsense that you see on a day-to-day basis, and you just look at your core groups of people and you make sure those folks are all right, fuck everything else, dude. I'll say that it's a losing battle to try to mediate good and evil. Do your thing, be respectful. That's it. Don't try to I appreciate ACal and Tom making this song and this type of music. Like I said, I kind of didn't understand the political, racial nonsense, but maybe it hits somebody that is having some racial issues and they change their opinion on him. And maybe, just hopefully, right? Music stops people from committing suicide. So just maybe somebody hears this stuff and goes, damn, why I keep messing with that little white boy? Or why do I keep messing with that little black kid every time I see him? Or why do I keep, messing with these Mexican kids? Like you might change your opinion. Or why do I keep messing with all these ghetto kids? Why don't I police this area? Why do I only police that area? Like, damn, dude. But yeah, Vic's going live in 5 minutes on the duel. I'm going to go hang out with my daughter and my wife for a little bit. Appreciate you too, Kenny. Music, I sponge a lot of it up. So I'm going to read the chat for a minute until Vic goes live. Hey, Triple T, amazing live last night. I wasn't really reading the chat when me and Vic were talking because this is like these type of conversations I feel like are super important to be on the internet. I think the internet is flooded with racial tension all the time, and nobody really sees that black people and white people actually get along and they're friends and they care about one another. You know what I mean? I didn't just start caring about Vic the other day and just to make a video. Like, that's my homie, bro. Like, it's about good and evil, man. Vic's a good person. Vic might get upset. Vic might have his moments, but at the end of the day, Vic's a good person. Hey, I appreciate it, Mom. 36 tomorrow, right? One thing I know about race is first and last. Yeah, I don't look at race, dude. Like, I look at a person, and if they look like somebody that's going to cause harm, I don't judge them, but I keep my guard up. Like that whole keeping your guard up thing, I've always respected that saying. Like, know who you're around. Understand the people that you associate with, not for their race, but also understand that if you're a white boy hanging out in the ghetto with a bunch of black dudes and you're out walking around at night and those dudes get in trouble, there's a good chance that you're going to get in trouble. Like that's where the understanding came from. And I always would follow along with, man, why are you messing with us? Blah, 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 blah. Look what I was doing. I was putting myself in a situation to get messed with. And was there maybe some racial shit going on? Possibly. You know what I mean? Yeah, we bleed the same. You're right, Vinny. Vinny's in here. Yeah, Vinny deals with it. Vinny lives where I grew up at. and Vinny hangs around a lot of black kids, right? And Vinny talks with a slang. Vinny is profiled as, you know, that ghetto white boy over there, and he gets messed with. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I can't say it doesn't exist because that would be ignorant of me, but I do believe that it's blown up and made to be way bigger than it needs to be made. And I believe that it's never going to change. It's never going to go away until about 150 years when it can exist, because everything is just mixed, essentially. Like, I hate to say it like that because I don't think everybody will be gone. Like, I believe there'll still be races, but I don't believe that it will be. I hope, I pray that it'll be a thing that washes away. I pray that someday they can step back and go, we're all people. Yeah, you're identified because you're a lighter version of that dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand the whole idea. Like, why does it matter at the dentist's office? And I do know medically there is some things that are different, but that shouldn't define who you are as a person. That's your medical shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. I have different blood. I have a different blood type than another white person, but we still have blood. So what makes us different? What makes us the same? I don't know. I have organs. You have organs. I have skin. You have skin. It's a little bit different. I don't know, but I love you guys. I really appreciate you guys stopping by. Stay tuned for another one of these. I don't know what I'm going to do next Monday. Maybe I do one of these. Maybe I do an interview. Much love, Kenny Reacts, Jennifer, Misty, Vic. I appreciate you coming. Go over to Vic's channel. Check out the duel. I was hoping a mod would drop it in the channel for me, but I didn't. I don't think I got one. And if I did, I didn't see it. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for the birthday wishes. Much love, y'all. I'm out. Before I leave, I'm going to run Race War one more time. If you want to stay and listen, go ahead. Make sure you go grab the album, man. Tom McDonald and Adam Cohn put a lot of work into the Brave, and I bought it. I bought the hard copy, but I couldn't play it in my PlayStation. I was pissed. I don't know why. There's the hard copy, and it's streaming. Go run it up. And where's it at? Here, we're going to do something different. Let's go. Appreciate you guys. Have a good night. Have a good week.
Hop in the truck, 10 of my buddies are already drunk. We don't go nowhere that doesn't have liquor and cigarettes. Riding mechanical bulls in the club. We like to hunt, leave with a gun. Come back tomorrow, we covered in blood with a bucket of guts. We all tougher than fucker. We pop in the clutch, we ain't stuck in the mud. I'm the white boy with the baseball bat, but your face tattoos and a NASCAR hat in a backyard like strap yard. Got a glass jar full of tobacco that's blacker than asphalt. Rolling with hundreds of crackers who acting like animals. They cannot handle their alcohol. We the white boys from the backwoods in the bad hoods in the trailer park trash. Had pack guns when I was younger. They taught me to struggle and hustle like 200 bikers, and they were my brothers. We coming for blood and you running for cover. Addicted to drugs in the gutter and drunker than anyone leaving the club. We go dumber than ducks. We got mullets and putters and multiple gunners that come in Hummers. You under the rubber, you'll never recover. Chain smoking, my lungs hurt, my neck red, got sunburns. Bumping Eminem, we all know the words. Bunch of white boys flipping hella birds. Hillbilly really don't care if you like them. Little bit of moonshine fire inside them. Kill him in a minute, don't care who's fighting. You don't want to trip on the kids of Vikings. Camo and mullets and cowboy hats out in the words. Bunch of white boys.
Oh, what happened?
They got ammo stashed in my cousins and listen, we don't listen, can't hear it no more. We gone fishing, they gone missing. I told y'all before. I be on some white people shit, hanging out the window of a truck, yelling, I don't give a fuck. White people shit. Every time they see me pulling up, they be like, oh my god, he be on some white people shit.
Jumping out the plane, no parachute, so I'ma get the sooner. I ain't learned shit from school, always ditch Ferris Bueller. Screw your little truck, my square body over there's cooler. Every white boy riding with me over there, shooters. I'm the white boy with the monster pump. Send shotgun with a pop the truck, the northern monster off the jump. I'm up, I rock a lots of guns. This ain't soccer, but watch him run. Shoot him in the lung, need oxygen. Huffing blood like he up and does. Talk too much till his coughing shuts. I'm never gonna back up too much ammo. We got hammered, used to battle. Had my fights right on the gravel. Back in the day, we used to handle shit like men, but now we're canceled. Look at us like states for cancer. Look at them like boy don't pants. Some dumbass kids ain't got no answer. Looked up to dudes with tattoos and rap news and bad moves and abuse in my past acting stupid. I used the bad news for the gas to keep moving. I made it where I'm at. Now you rather see me losing. All my guys got tattoos on their face. They did everyone knows. They might think that I care, but I don't. I'll be on some white people shit. Hanging out the window of a truck, yelling, I don't give a fuck. White people shit. Every time they see me pulling up, they be like, oh my God, he be on some white people shit.
Yes, segregated, but I'm still in the mix. I've been fucking with Timer before he got canceled for speaking the truth about the world and exposing it for what it actually is. I see race as an issue, I'm running it back to the government to tell them this is a democratic, liberated, conservative, patriarchy dipped in action, affirmative hit song. Bet they still cut me a check. State that I'm in as my mind is way deeper than color. I ain't think I'm blue versus red. I'm in control, consider that I'm carrying more than you know. One in the chamber that's ready to blow. Right at you pussies who claiming you won't. I'ma keep praying that you get exposed. I promise. I'm not abiding by rule that you set for me. I'm not that mad at the past. I mean, it was only a couple of centuries. Well, actually, I'm pissed, but won't let that be my identity. So on behalf of all blacks, I forgive and don't want to be enemies. Just say you're sorry and talk to me nice. This is comedic. If you get offended, that's a reflection of your own life and how you failed to live it right. So it's not black versus white, it's wrong versus right. Cause color is just a result of these multiple factors that we didn't choose. I mean, mom, dad, race, religion, things we're born into. Generational curses that get undone once we undo moves. See life from a different view, beyond our own skews, manipulated by the news. True things they use to confuse the masses. Put us in social classes, separated by percentage and paid for taxes. Income brackets, clothes, cars, shoes, size of asses. I've been trying to blackmail me once I black out all these demographics and push past the stereotypical average and get blackballed and they cut all my traffic.
Oh my God, he be on some black people shit. Hanging out the window of the truck, screaming, I don't give a fuck. Black people shit. Every time they see me pulling
I appreciate it, Amber. Thanks for all the birthday wishes. 36 tomorrow. Much love, y'all. Have a good night. Have a good week. And I'm out. Peace.